I cannot stress this to people enough. The number one thing about that helps you come up with like your own builds, like off meta stuff, is just reading abilities and specifically reading patch notes. Just reading what stuff does. And in this video, I'm literally just going to be going over the combat balance changes for the newest update, because there's a lot of interesting stuff in here that is going to, I think, shake up the meta a lot more than people think. First of all, Axe's Infernal Scythe, 25 more second cooldown. This isn't really going to affect mists much at all, I think. I mean, it's obviously going to nerf my one Infernal Scythe build I have, but aside from that, not really going to change it. This is honestly really big. This is going to nerf Fire Staff Rats a lot, because especially one-hand fires, I mean Fire Staff Rats, and like regular T8, T9 one-hand fire players. This is going to nerf them a lot, because a lot of them really like to shortcast the E. And this is a massive damage decrease on shortcast. Full cast is pretty much going to stay the same, it looks like, same amount of damage, but significantly less damage on initial cast and partial cast. Holy Stabs, it looks like cooldown 1.5 seconds. Okay, this is just going to be like less heals, but you can spam it more for generous heal. Holy Flash can now target more people, but it has a lower heal, so this is going to be more focused towards large scale. Holy Beam looks like it's actually going to be a bit more viable, actually, because it has half the channel time. Starts at 30, increases by 30%. Starts at 60, increases by 5. Yeah. Okay, so it's better. It's more burst healing at the start and a lower cast time, but it's less total healing. So yeah, this is just gonna make it more viable in like duo mists, I think. Nature Stabs, Rejuvenating Flower. Looks like Rejuvenating Flower just got a general buff, it looks like. Cleanse Heal also got a buff. This is going to make it a lot more viable for ZVZ, now that it has 10 targets instead of 5. Cordyceps, Concussive Combo, honestly just kind of a nerf. At least for 1v1 content, this is just a nerf, because just less damage on the third cast of Concussive Combo, and it's now AoE. Which I guess might make it a little better in certain like group content, but it's overall I'd say it's just a nerf. Increases threat time by 50. It might be a PvE, like a tank option now. Hurricane, Ironclad, cooldown reduced by 3 seconds. Item power, scaling unchanged. Okay. So literally just 3 seconds less cooldown. Don't think that's really going to make much of a change at all. I mean, it does make it a pretty low cooldown. I think it was 15 seconds before, and I think it's now 12 seconds. That honestly just makes it like really good for statics now. So yeah, like D-tanks on Ironclad for statics might be like really effective now. I mean, they were already pretty good. Shapeshifters, Blood Moon just has 1% less passive lifesteal. Honestly, I think Blood Moon needs a bit more of a nerf than that. Or maybe like Nature Staffs get a little bit of a nerf, because like the Blood Moon Staff, Iron Root is still so strong. Yeah, swords, Mighty Blow, Broadsword. End of position. Okay, so I think, pretty sure this means you, after the channel, you end closer to your target. So this actually makes them a bit more sticky. Only by half a meter, but it does make them a bit more sticky. This is probably the change I am most excited for, and this is probably what would be the change that shakes up the meta the most, in my opinion. Knight Armor now purges. Yes, it has like a 10-second more cooldown, but then again, like, pretty much every chestplate used in the mist already has like a 40-second cooldown or somewhere around there. At least every commonly used one. And this is actually huge now, because I think this makes Knight Armor one of, if not the best 1v1 armors in the game right now. Because not only does it do it gives you like damage resistance and CC resistance per enemy that hits it, it also purges now. So it's now a plate armor that has a defensive and a purge all in one. So, which means this is going to actually open up a lot of builds to run Cultist Cowl when they previously had to run a Purge, because you now literally have tankiness and a Purge on one armor piece. This is going to be huge. By the way, it's probably going to be coming out later tonight, from when this video releases. I do have a build with the new Knight Armor, so look out for that. Also, shoes, Raging Blink Stalker shoes, recast cooldown 25 to 30. Okay, so there's a slight nerf to Stalker shoes. Hellion shoes, this could actually be interesting. It's down to 15-second cooldown on that. That is very short cooldown. I feel like we're gonna see some Hellion shoes shit from that. Shield charge, Night Boots, 5-second less cooldown. Honestly, I don't think Night Boots really needed this. It was already strong for Brawl. This is just making it even stronger. So yeah, definitely gonna see more Night Boot builds. And then yeah, mounts, obviously, huge shakeup to mount speeds. T3 riding horse is now just slower base speed. This doesn't affect gallop speed, it looks like. Base speed. Okay, so it's T3 horses base speed slightly worse. T4 horses base speed slightly worse. T5 had an increase in gallop speed, and it looks like it was like an increase from then on. So like T3 and T4 got a bit of a nerf, and then T5 and up. And even like the special ones like Morgana Nightmare and Gallant Horse, they all got buffs. So yeah, it's just T3 and T4 that got a nerf. Everything else got a buff. This is gonna make this is definitely going to make whatever it is, ganking different. Because obviously shit's faster. Where's like armored horse? I remember they said armored horse was gonna be, yeah, T8 armored horse, T5 armored horse, 5% more, 115. That's actually pretty good. T6 armored horse. T6 armored horse is now up to the speed of a Swiftclaw. That's cool. T7 armored horse is now significantly faster. T8 armored horse is 135 now. Wow. That is really fast. Morgana Nightmare 137 might actually see some like streamers use that a bit more now. Cause it's not just troll. Like 137 is actually really good, and you get some defense with that. Actually, wait, Morgana Nightmare. If groups can afford that, that's actually going to be kind of insane for ganking now. 137 gallop speed plus the ability, that's actually going to be kind of nuts. So yeah, watch out for Morgana Nightmare gank squads. That's definitely going to be very viable now. 128 to 137. That's a 9% speed increase. That's really big. That's definitely going to shake some stuff up. But yeah, out of all of this, biggest thing that I think affects Mist is going to be this wind wall on Knight Armor. I'm really excited to test this out. I'm really excited to see what this does.